The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaru Productions. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Tokutiers.
It's been quite some time, actually. I think it's almost been a good year.
Because we ran out of categories.
It's true, until we decided
to make this one, which is Metal Heroes.
Yes, we're doing a 2-for-1 special today.
Yes.
One for the suits, one for the openings.
The openings.
This is the openings one first, because we just did them all. We want to keep them in mind.
Yes.
So, we're going to start at the beginning, because these are in order.
Yes.
We have Gavin.
I have taken notes.
Yes, we had notes today.
So Gavin, the Gavin one's good.
I love it.
The Gavin one is pretty good. I really like the singer.
The singer's great.
He's got kind of like a rough gravel tone to his voice, but I think it fits the song. I think it fits the tone of the show.
Agreed.
So,
That was the weather.
What's the weather like? So,
and back. Okay. Gavin.
So where are you thinking?
This is going to be S or A for me.
I'm thinking A for this one.
Okay.
It's not quite that great, but it is very good.
We'll be going there.
But it is very good.
There's nothing we can do about it. That one is amazing.
Okay, these next couple. Here's the problem.
Sheriban and Scheider.
Sheriban and Scheider are basically just the Gavin opening again. Both stylistically, visually, and song-wise, they just feel very much the same.
Yeah.
So, for not being particularly memorable or interesting and more or less just trying to recapture the same thing again, much like the shows themselves, I would put these in C.
I would also agree. Although I did like the blue one a bit more. It showed more. Just Beyond.
I think I would put Just Beyond an S.
I agree.
The Just Beyond opening is instantly sing-alongable.
Yeah.
It's very catchy. You're going to hear it at least twice an episode if you watch the opening.
Yep.
So, it's one that's going to stick with you, but it sticks with you for the right reasons.
Yep.
It's a very good song.
Now, forgive us because the names are going to be a little bit more difficult outside of the ones that we really do recognize.
Which even then.
Yeah.
So a lot of these guys look the same.
Next.
Who is next?
Spielbahn, I believe is his name.
Okay. What did we think of this one?
I thought it was okay, but I really don't remember much about it, weirdly enough. It's not helpful.
I remember it more for the visuals more than I do for the song itself.
Yeah.
Because the opening of the song visually, especially that opening image with the two kids, the boy and the girl, like coming in together, silhouetted against the sun, pressing their hands together.
Running and things are exploding in the background.
I mean, that's all of them. But I'd say a B for being visually interesting. It's not a bad song.
Yeah, I'll put it a B. Give it a B.
What is next?
That's older.
Okay, so my main note for this was F.U. Ocean.
Yeah, the dude just comes in and just starts stabbing the ocean.
The opening shot of the show is the theme song is him. He's up on like a sand dune or something. He's wielding a sword, and then he runs down to the waves and just starts hacking at the waves with the sword. And it's like, okay.
Like, I get why he was doing it, because water provides resistance for the legs, which makes you move slower, so he wants to move faster on the land. But
but like at a glance, it's just like, frag your water!
It's real strange.
I'll get you for this! The song itself, like, it's okay.
Yeah.
See? Mainly because F.U. Ocean.
Jiraiya. I like this one.
This one was quite good.
Yeah.
And as you said when we listened to it, very, very 80s.
Yeah, it's super 80s. It has that 80s guitar in the background. It's pretty damn great. He busts through windows for no reason.
There's a lot of window breaking in this one.
And explosions. Ninja car.
There's a ninja car.
I'm going to put this in A, in all honesty.
That's fine with me. It's a good song. Good song.
Yes, our first of the robot. No, I won't remember his name.
G-Bon, lots of shouting G-Bon.
Yes.
You're not going to forget what show you're watching.
But the thing is, it's just like, that's hilarious, but I don't really remember much else of the song
bass.
proper.
The thing that sticks out to the most to me in the song is the bass. It's really heavy.
Yeah.
And it's almost as loud as the singer, if not louder.
Yeah.
And it is just like the whole song. And I would probably say a C for this one.
I'd agree.
It's not great, but
it does have meme quality.
If only for the fact that it's like, what show am I watching? G-Ban! 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 Oh, okay, now I remember.
Winspector. I like this song.
Do you? I'm
bit.
surprised. Tell me more.
I really just like the show, but I like the song. I think the song had a good beat. I could dance to it.
I mean, it does have that opening hook of Mayday, Mayday.
Which I think is honestly the best part of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Where would you put it?
C. I probably wouldn't put it any higher than that. I like it, but it's just like, eh.
All right. I'm not a fan of this one, but if you want to put it there, go ahead. So next is, what was this, XC Draft?
Yes.
This is the sequel to Winspector, which we haven't watched. So Soul Brain, which is the sequel to Winspector, and it can be summed up in one word, and that is...
Help!
is the first word.
And it is the greatest thing.
Your first word you hear in the song, but it made us both laugh very hard because of how utterly silly it is. But I will say the rest of this song is really good.
It is very good.
It's good music. The singer has a really powerful voice.
He's amazing.
He holds those notes really well, and he's a lot louder than the music, so he comes to the front.
Yeah.
And he's very good at it, so I would put this one in S.
I would also.
This one's really, really good.
This one's amazing, actually.
Yes.
XC Draft.
XC Draft. So the opening presented by Def Leppard. This is 80s rock.
It's so good.
Especially at the start. Just that heavy guitar and that kick drum and everything is so loud and heavy. Yeah. And
I really like this one.
And then it changes, but that chorus is amazing. You got the choir behind him and backing the singer up. It's hype, it slaps, it's just amazing. I would put this one in S.
I would too.
This one's fantastic.
When they start to get to more of the 90s stuff, it's just
This one is it's a lot more high energy and hard rock than I ever would have expected from something from Metal Hero.
Then we got RoboCop.
Yeah.
Jan Person. I know that drag queen.
Her freaking name. Jan
She also likes to wear purple.
Jan Person. Yeah, Jan Person and Terra Person. I know them well.
You know that person, Jan.
Jan Person.
Yeah.
So this one, RoboCop was my first note. He looks, the poses, this is freaking RoboCop.
They came out after RoboCop, so something tells me it was just...
I don't blame them. Maybe it wasn't Japan. We did have the show as well, but my second note is 80s.
Yeah.
Just 80s and glowing capital letters.
A little bit of a throwback in this one, because this is the 90s.
But just the way it sounds. But some really good guitar work in this one. I think it's really good. I think I'd put this one in A.
I would too.
Hey, this one's pretty good.
Blue SWAT is interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
Because it is so different from pretty much any other opening. It's sort of it's
a slow ballad with, but the energy's still there.
Yeah.
It's not like a slower, somber song.
It's just the energy is different.
Mm-hmm.
I really like
slower ballad, very different sound. It's very emotional. Where you have high stakes scenarios playing out on screen all the while.
At first, we thought it was an ending song because it really reminded me of Jetman's. Ending.
I don't blame you. I'd go A for this one.
I would too. I really like this.
It was a good one.
B Fighter.
It has a really good chorus.
Oh, the chorus is amazing.
The chorus is very good. Everything else is just kind of so-so.
I put it in B if anything.
So I would say B.
For Kabuto.
It's saved because of the chorus.
B Fighter Kabuto.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that was just B Fighter. Now we're talking about B Fighter Kabuto. No, thank you. I did not like this.
So B Fighter Kabuto sounds...
It felt like a step down.
Yeah.
Like a hard step. Like you missed a few steps on the way down.
The guitar in the beginning sounds way too improvised.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the mix we were listening to, but everything sounded really messy.
Yeah, the singer is too muffled.
Yeah.
It could have been just because it's an old show and the sound hasn't been remastered, but the singer is really muffled.
But even
the music is a lot louder than him.
Yeah.
And again, that guitar in the beginning, it's like you're trying to chase a mouse off of the strings.
It was so good. I liked it.
Really?
No. Hold on. I'm tired. Yeah.
I was just saying, that's new.
In all honesty, I'd probably put this D.
Yeah, I would.
Now, Robotech and Kabutek as the not Metal Heroes. No thank you on either one of these. They felt like frantic anime openings.
They both sound like anime openings. And when I say anime opening, I mean little like anime for small children,
which is what it was,
that aired in the 90s.
Yeah,
this wouldn't be too out of place in like a Doraemon superhero special.
That's pretty much exactly what it was. Kabutech and Robotech are literally for kids.
Yeah,
like for preschool,
for younger children.
Yeah, that's why they're sometimes just not counted. So,
but that's not why the songs are bad.
Doesn't help anything.
It doesn't help because it just
no
feels weird.
These are honestly the two
I would say I put them in Terabad. They're not good songs. The one for the second one, Robotech, the opening where it sounds like Beethoven for a second.
Yeah,
where they put like the chorus of Ode to Joy, and then
a dog starts barking.
And then a dog, and
we're just like, no, thank you.
No.
But that's the one for that.
But that is our thoughts on the openings. That's how we would rank them.
They have some pretty good openings. I'll give them that.
There's some really good ones in there. The ones that are an S are like
amazing.
really good.
This one is a little bit for a meme at the beginning, at least, but the song is actually still good afterwards.
The song gets. I was gonna say that meme. You wanted to put it in S just for that alone. Yeah, it was just for that.
I almost made a whole rank of just help, and that would have been it.
Like when we made T for Tube.
And if anything, the only one I might actually end up moving, like just me, might honestly be Blue Swat.
Where would you move it?
I would honestly move it to S.
I'm okay with that. Let's do it.
Like, it's just so different, and I think that really made me appreciate it more.
I can't think of a single other Toku opening that sounds remotely like it.
Me either. I can think of a couple of endings, but I can't think of any opening, and I think they honestly need to do this a little bit more often.
If it fits the tone of the show, go for it, yeah.
Alright, we went to the suits.
But that is our thoughts on the openings.
And now we move to the suits. Also needed to make a S rank really quickly, because I didn't do that here. Rescue Soldier. That's what, yeah, one of the openings of one of the Metal Heroes really reminded me of Go-Go 5, so.
Yeah, you said that.
Alright. Gabon!
And we're back with suits. What do you think of Gavin's suit?
Not too plussed about the original one. I like the remake more, if only because they updated it a little bit. But it's just mostly
it's
silver.
more. I mean, it's the same suit. It's just like shinier and in HD now. They didn't really update it, but so much.
Also, the suit fits better. But I think it's just too one color.
It's black and silver. It doesn't really pop off the screen.
No, it's iconic, yes, but
yeah, it's an iconic look for sure. But in terms of just it, the chest is a little bit of a mess. It doesn't look as polished as some of the later ones.
Yeah,
I would go probably a D for this one.
I wouldn't put it that. I'd give it a C.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's not that great.
Shadowban.
Again, I like the red.
Yeah, red, silver, and black this time. But just like the next one, we could probably put these two sort of together again. It's Gavin's suit, but a different color.
Yeah.
And slightly different visor.
I think I would go C as well for this one. Just because the design is not great, but I do like the color more.
I hate the mask on this suit.
On the Sheridan one?
Yes. On this blue one specific. I will never remember their names. On this one specifically.
Or Scheider, whichever one. Scheider.
If you ever played from the 90s, it's that Star Wars fighting game.
Rise of Terrakasi?
Yes.
Jeez.
It reminds me a lot of Leia's outfit when she's that bounty hunter lady.
The bounty hunter disguise?
Yeah.
That she wore in Return of the Jedi?
It looks a lot like that.
Okay.
And I hated it then and I hate it now. I would honestly give this one a lower rank because of the visor.
I like the blue, though.
The blue was nice. We can give it a C.
We can go D. That's fine. If you feel that strongly about the helmet, we can go D.
Just beyond.
I think I would honestly go B for this one.
I would say
because it's like it is more or less the same design that we've seen before, but it fits better. Fits better on the actor's body, I think. Also, the red, it's silver and black again, but it also has like the white on the helmet. You've got the red accents on the whole body. So it pops a little bit more, which is nice. And Yeah, it's again, it's not great, but it's definitely a step up from the past three, so I'd go B for Just Beyond.
Spellbound is probably lower. And the reason I say that is because there's a lot of blank space on this outfit.
There is a lot of black, and it's a little top heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same colors. There's not a lot of color schemes back then, apparently. But
it's from Metal Heroes.
The same color scheme as Just Beyond, but less white and more blank space. I don't like it as much.
Where would you put it?
Probably D.
D's okay with me.
All right. Metalder.
Kakaida. I like this design.
Same.
His design for the reboot, which we got, many years later when
Gaim.
Yeah, when he came back for Gaim, and then eventually he got his own movie.
Which I don't think we've ever watched.
No, we haven't.
That might be a review in the future.
That could be. I like the split down the middle look.
Yeah.
I like how one of the halves is like just a little bit like bulkier.
Yeah.
Especially on the face where you can see like it rise up a little bit.
I give it an A, honestly.
A, really?
I
was going to go B for this one.
So much.
It definitely looks very different compared to everything else.
I'd give it a B, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
B is where I'd put it because it's not great, but I do think the uniqueness of it, and I like the split color.
Jiraiya.
I'd go S for Jiraiya.
It's so different.
The Jiraiya one looks really, really good.
It's really distinct.
Even seeing him pop up in the Ninja, like it's like the same suit, but like seeing it in HD, it looks really nice.
It's also very distinctive from every other Metal Hero.
Because Jiraiya, he's a ninja, and he really looks like one.
He reminds me more of
a Toku version of a ninja, but yes.
He looks like something completely different, but I think he still works. He honestly, because I think this and Z-Cross came around the same time, so they really wanted to run into the ninjas for a little bit. I appreciate it. I think it's distinctive. And so, yeah. I won't remember his name. This guy.
Is this Jep? No, this is Giban. Giban. What do you think?
I don't think it has enough personality. Yes, I like the fact that the eyes light up, but
it's got the eyes of but that's where your eyes are. That's where your eye line is immediately drawn to, and everything below that is just kind of.
He looks a lot like his face reminds me a little bit of Black.
Kamen Rider Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can kind of see it. Kind of.
Also, you got to think, there were 3 shows that Toei had on at the same time at one point.
Oh, jeez.
Now it's just
Is there anything good about the Giban suit that sticks out to you? Because nothing really sticks. I think I'd go D for this one.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's honestly just seaworthy. It's just there's nothing. Well, actually, that actually could be worse. There's nothing really that sticks out about it. I can give it a D.
There you go.
Okay, so Winspector has 3.
Winspector, yeah.
And that's the problem. There's only red in this picture, but I remember what yellow.
I remember how one of them walked, always with his arms up like this and doing this.
Honestly, the fact I'm ranking all 3 together.
That's fine.
No. And it's only, red by himself would be fine. Mm-hmm. But it's the other 2 that drag him. I give it a Terabad in all honesty.
I don't know that I'd go Terabad, but they're not good. I think I'd go D for these.
Okay. Soul Brain. I like the differentiation of body type on this one.
Yes, that's something that Winspector was missing.
Yeah.
Is the other 2 guys just look like dudes in suits, but they were robots.
Yeah. This one just you got this huge bulky guy, the smaller one, and then the main blue one. Mm-hmm. Also, the guy who plays Winspector, the main Winspector, comes back in this show as a whole new hero at the end of it, whose name I can't bother to remember. Soulfire or something? I don't know. I think it's still better, though. And honestly, because of the fact that we got such differentiation between the 3, I might give this an A.
Okay. Yeah, sure. It's fine with me.
XC Draft. I honestly think because the bodies are fine, the visors are what sort of kill me on this one.
What is it about the visors?
They're weirdly boxy and not in a good way. But they're just box the head. The headmasters.
Remember those?
Yeah, there's something about them. I'm just
I'm just sorry. I'm gonna pull up.
Reds is fine. It's the other 2.
Looking at the other two...
It's like you can see where they were going because we got that a couple of shows later.
I can see where they were going. It's like the motif is like a different vehicle for each one. Yeah. The pauldrons look a little pasted on.
Yeah, they do.
I might go Terabad for these.
I'd agree.
They're pretty bad.
RoboCop.
They're just like kind of boxy and ugly.
Yeah.
Jan person.
It has lips, so it's automatically awful.
Oh.
You know how it is. I love purple.
I know you do.
That's a great color. Just the lips. Why? C-3PO.
I was gonna say this is like it's purple Toku RoboCop.
Yeah,
it's purple Japanese RoboCop.
Yeah,
and the lips don't bother me. Certainly not as much as they bother you. I know you hate them. You've always hated lips on helmets. I would probably. I think I'd go D for this one.
Yeah. I think my biggest problem with lips is like I can picture the person's face on the inside, and their lips just kind of
smooshed in that position.
Yeah, it's like you can't move them.
Or if you get in there in a hurry and your lips are like squished over to the side, you can't push them back in.
But at least in like one with just a flat faceplate, their mouth can move.
They can talk normally.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like their mouth should be able to move.
Yeah, and this one, there's a lot of like what look like exhaust vents on it.
Yeah,
there's like too many lines.
However, I will say...
The silver is...
I think it's because the shade of purple is what it is. If it was a darker purple...
His chest looks a little too Fisher-Price toy.
It does. However, I will say, excited to watch the show when we get to it.
Yeah, me too. I hope they're all good.
Blue SWAT. These are all very uniform to each other.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a lot of differentiation between the three. I think that works because of the team they work on, apparently. I just think they're okay. I don't think they are awful.
It's almost like they're not really even suits. You look at
they're just armor,
and yeah, it's like the it's like the Deca Ranger SWAT,
yeah,
but without the actual Toku suit underneath because you look at them and they're just wearing like pants and like a tactical shirt, a belt, and they got the helmet, but then they have the chest piece on top of it.
I'm just hoping that when we get to this police procedural, that it is better than Winspector. That's all I want to.
I might actually go B or A for these.
I would honestly
agree. These are like looking at them in full shot.
They're very practical.
They do look very practical, and the vibe that we got from the opening theme song and whatnot. It's also very different from a lot of things on this list.
I can't wait to watch this show because that opening made it seem so melancholy, and I really am excited for that.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I don't know if we should do the next two together or we should do them separately. But we have B-Fighter and B-Fighter Kabuto.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nostalgia because I really don't remember watching the Beetleborgs that much. I like these suits a lot. I love how designed they are. They threw the design at... We'll talk about B-Fighter first, but they've really threw a design at this, and I really like it.
What specifically do you like?
I love these helmets. I love how it signifies what beetle they are. Mm-hmm. I love how bulky the suits are.
I was going to say, everybody's got some thick thighs.
Yes, saving lives.
Save lives with thick thighs.
But I love these suits. I think they're very good.
Where would you rank them?
I give them an S.
Oh, really? Yeah. Wow. I'm not crazy about them. They're not bad.
It's just like, you can tell they're part of the same team, but they're so distinctive from each other, not just by color.
That's a bonus, I think. Yeah, if you feel that strongly about him, yeah, go ahead, put him in S.
I like this one a lot. Kabuto, it's almost the same as the B-Fighter ones. It actually pretty much is the same with the B-Fighter ones. Just in different colors, which I think is
different
cool.
colors, and the new design is not the greatest.
Yeah, it seems a little pared back.
It does seem a lot pared back because it looks like they have like circuitry.
Yeah.
Like computer board circuitry on them in the other ones.
The B-Fighter did too, but theirs was more exposed.
I'm talking about the B-Fighters, yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the Kabutos.
I was talking about B-Fighter. But yeah, this is more like plain Toku, if there is such a thing.
I think it's also the fact that they have more suits in this one. Not just these three. There were more that came later.
They're not bad.
No.
But they're not great. I think I would go C for these.
I can see that. Just gonna go ahead and put these two.
I think I want to talk about them first though. So what's the first one we got? No.
Kabutak.
Okay, so Kabutak and Robotak.
I hate them both.
I need to. Weirdly enough, this one in particular is giving me shades of Zenkaiger.
I can see
Zirun from Zenkaiger.
Because he has like this form and then that one when he's fighting.
Yeah, then we have these.
I hate the cartoony
which is kind of like level 1 X-Aid.
Yes.
And I wasn't a fan of level 1 X-Aid either, as much as I love that show. And then we have Gamera and Doggy
Not Kruger.
Doggy Not Kruger and Gamera Blamera.
I hate it. I despise it.
They look like theme park mascots.
Yeah, and that's why I hate them. Moving to Terabad?
That's totally fine with me. I just didn't want to just move them there and then move on.
Robotak is the other one.
Yeah, I know.
No, again.
This is also giving me Zenkaiger vibes, more so than the last one.
Yeah. It's the bulk.
It's the bulk, it's the overall like boxy nature of it.
Which I think is the thing that makes me hate them. More than anything.
Because you think about Zenkaiger, and one of them in particular was very boxy, but that's because of the theme that he was based on. Yeah. He was based on one of the car-themed ones. Which one was it? Bokenger, right. And their mechs were all vehicles. Vroom, right, thank you. And then, but then you also have Zeron, who has that like cool dino-looking head with the flare on the mohawk. And it's just like a smoother, like more
refined version
modern design.
Which, to be fair, came out like, 2000, 2001?
Something like that, but, yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in there.
I mean, yeah, I would too. I look at them and I just think, wow, that looks uncomfortable to move in.
Yeah.
That's all I can think about. Whereas the Zenkaiger ones, I think, oh, I can see, like, the actor is able to move in this.
Especially when you have somebody like Gaon, who was just out there doing all the flips.
Yep.
He's a flippy boy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these are both of these lists.
Yep.
This is fun. I'm actually happy we got through this again.
Same. Yep. But let us know what you thought. Do you have a favorite suit, a favorite opening for Metal Heroes? Please let us know in the comments down below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for watching.